Early access is right around the corner, so I might as well give my opinion on where I think we are currently at in terms of strength of the champions available and for the fuses we have available. I just want to start off with saying all champions, I believe, are at least good. The balance in this game is pretty good for the most part. There are a few outliers, of course, and of course there are a few things I would change. But for the most part, I think just about every champion in this game is playable. Let's get started. The first champion I want to talk about is Yasuo. I believe he is the best champion in the game for the sole reason of what on earth does this champion not do? He's good full screen. He's mostly good mid screen. That's probably, ironically enough, his weakest point. He's amazing. He's amazing close up. Really strong conversions. Great supers. Strong, high potential for mix-ups. Great anti-neutral tool with his air lariat. Best air conversions in the game. Great aerial buttons. A mix-up from stance that involves a left-right followed by a high-low followed by a left-right. Basically, the only thing really wrong with the character, if you even want to call it that, is his assists are kind of just okay. So support-wise, he's not exactly the greatest, but that being said, because this is 2xKO, if you need an OTG, then you call assist, tag him in, and then he just stomps him, and then gets full conversion. This character is just insane, and I believe is the best character in the game. Jinx. Jinx is designed as a zoner, and boy, does she do it. Her set play potential with the trap being able to hit them is both really cool, and also incredibly powerful. One of the best champions to use when it comes to using a tag launcher for in terms of combo extensions into a crap ton of damage. Great conversions with the zap laser or the zap launcher, and just a very strong level 1 and level 3 on top of that. And she has one of the best assists in the game, especially if you run 2x assist in the case of the double rocket launcher. But of course, one of the main reasons why I have her number 2 over the next champion we're going to talk about. Some people say this is just okay, it's more of a gimmick, and some hate it. I'm in the latter portion. I hate it so much. Is Jinx level 1 plus double down, specifically when paired with either Yasuo or Echo, because with next to no risk whatsoever, she just puts your opponents into just forever guesses in the case of these two champions. It allows them to go full screen into left, right, high lows, everything that Yasuo and Echo does, Jinx laser into tag, just does anywhere on screen just because she can. Please get rid of that. I hate it so much. The final champion in the top 3 is Echo. And at this point, do we really need to say anything more about him? I mean, we've seen probably at least 20 billion clips on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, on everything, and I don't think any of us have blocked a single one of them. Pretty good normals, great conversions, great corner carry, and of course the burrito Oki making it where you literally cannot do anything other than just wake up, hold back, and just pray you block whatever mix is coming afterwards. His ability to cancel wake-up attack as well as his supers while he's in his install is insane. Very little that Echo can do, except for having really anything to do after throws, unless you do the very difficult setup to get into install, or you're just already in install, in which case enjoy your full conversions. Oh, and on top of that, one of the fastest lariat assists in the game and one of the best projectile assists in the game. Just simple stuff, right? Just simple stuff. And that's it for the big 3, although I do want to put an honorable mention for the big 3. But I do kind of want to put an honorable mention for her to be up here, and that is Alawi. One of the only things wrong with Alawi going into this beta was her inability really to do anything full screen. But once they gave her the ability to charge the attack to now where it can go full screen and be able to set up the tentacle basically anywhere on screen, she is just really good anywhere. Tentacles are insane. She now has the ability to combo from literally corner to corner off of a single one, throw conversions from them, and at this point we've all seen it, we've all experienced it, and we've all died from it. Her Oki is so good. You're gonna go for a parry, and if you're wrong, you die. You end up doing nothing, in which case you're going to take so much chip damage and potentially die. Or if you manage to do all those things and of course not die, you're then going to either have to guess through either an Alawi overhead, an Alawi throw, or depending on the champion she's paired with, be it the likes of Vi, the likes of Yasuo, Echo, you're dealing with some sort of mix-up that comes from it, all through the power of just this level 1 super. I'm really tempted to just make this a top 4. Next champion we're going to talk about, number 5, is going to be Darius. So Darius has fallen off a little bit. Not exactly all that much, but a little bit from the alpha to the beta. One of the reasons for that probably is the fact that since we all have more experience now on the game, we're falling for a little less his DP, which is still good but doesn't work quite as often, and his pull into the three-way mix-up. That being said, still good. His assist, that shoulder tackle, is up there as well as one of the best in the game, especially when used with 2x assist, because if a single one of them hits, it's a wall bounce into a full conversion, and his combo game just got so much better due to, for some reason, they gave him a projectile that OTGs. And for any of you guys that say he needed it, I do not agree with you. But I'm also kind of surprised we don't see him more often at this point, really. But the next champion that we're going to talk about is Vi. Terrible in the air, amazing on the ground. She has one of the best light buttons in the game. She probably has, at least support-wise, depending, I guess, on the champion you play, and even then, probably sometimes not. She probably has the best assist in the game, just because of the fact that she has the OTG assist. Very good left-right game, great pressure with the ability to charge it. One weakness to her is the fact that her aerial game is a little so-so. And let's be honest, if we're playing a left-right game, and honestly a weakness for a lot of these champions really is just happens to be this guy. It's just like, hey, he kind of just does it but better. So Ahri is potentially underrated. At the same time, though, I think she's probably going to just shoot up the ladder a decent bit if they just give her a few quality of life changes. So honestly, I think one of her only weaknesses pretty much is her aerial conversions are kind of so-so, basically. She doesn't really have a good way to extend combos when it comes to air dairs without the likes of a assist or the likes of Vi to OTG. And the only way she really can do it is through her super. So basically, if you want to get any form of combo extension, really you're kind of forced to use meter, which in this game it's not honestly fine because you build meter like there's nobody's business thanks to Limit Strike. But that's still kind of an issue. Also her game off of a throw is terrible. Really no other way to put it. Outside of an air throw, which she can then convert off of, she's probably the most annoying champion in the game because of her aerial movement, being able to do an air dash into a spirit rush, into a foxfire throw, into another air dash, and she's really annoying to catch. Her orb super, when you hold it, allows her to then, well, just get free pressure because she can. Pretty much her one weakness is off of throw, her air conversions, and then please give her the quality of light change. Her heavy, when she hits it at max range, her spirit rush, her 6S2 does not reach. So I hope they fix that. If something goes wrong with Yasuo's combos, then he's probably just fine. Something goes wrong with Ahri's combos, she is going to die. So I really hope that she gets some quality of life changes, because if they do that alone, she'll probably move up to somewhere up here in the A+ just from that alone. Next is Blitzcrank. I used to have Blitzcrank up here in the A+. He kind of got normalized a little bit in the September 23rd patch. I have no idea why he was the one that they decided to nerf most out of the bunch. I really don't. So they normalized his air normals, which is fine, but then they crushed the scaling on a lot of his moves. Now damage-wise, is a bit more normalized. He's still incredibly scary when he gets the hit and he has you on lockdown. But due to the change that allows wake-up attacks to break through armor, whether he gets the full charge for the armor throw tends to not matter as much because of that. It's kind of just a guess either way. So support-wise, he's great. His damage is kind of okay. His threats can be scary in specific situations, and that's kind of about it. So great support, ironically enough, as a support champion in League. But as a champion himself, he's big, slow, and isn't as threatening, at least compared to what he was before. Unfortunately for the Poros, the worst champion in my opinion is Braum, but I'm still putting him in an A tier because like I said, I don't believe that there's really a bad champion in the game. Hence why the lowest tier for me, I think, is A tier. And Braum, kind of in a similar sense to Blitzcrank. Great support. That shield, amazing. Everything else, okay. Really far-reaching normals, and the fact that he's got a command grab, kind of like Blitzcrank, is pretty threatening. But unlike Blitzcrank, his damage is actually very high. Big issue though, his strongest support function, like I said, is the giant shield, right? So we have Alawi, who can summon tentacles underneath and doesn't really care. We have Ari that can go cross up. We have Vi that can dash through. We have Yasuo, whose literal entire gimmick involves going through and whose literal slash will go past the Braum shield and just hit him because, hey, it hits cross up. Braum's support value, as great as the shield is, just has a few issues due to the left-right movement that is some of the other champions in the game. Notoriously the best champion in the game. But yeah, so that's my tier list for the champions. Like I said, I don't think any of these characters are bad. The one I think we're going to talk about real quick, and that is the fuses. We'll go a little quicker on, and that is Double Down is just straight up busted. I think they went overboard with how many options you have. I thought just having super into super on its own probably already good enough, but them adding the ability to tag while you're in super has led to, let's be honest, really cool stuff. All right, so like in all fairness, really cool stuff came out of the ability to do that. But that has also led to so many TODs off of the simplest of starters, and that has also led to, again, Jinx Laser. The next two I'm going to put in A, but depending on the champions you play, they could be all over the board. Like, in all honesty, they can be all over the board. And that's double assist and freestyle. Depending on the team you play, these fuses can either be incredibly powerful or incredibly meh. There are some champions, like in the case of Jinx and Echo and Darius, who, when paired with double assist, can just break everything. And then the last two I'm just putting next to each other in a step below it, and that's Sidekick and Juggernaut. For the main reason being, I just believe two champions are better than one. Options to keep yourself safe, options to punish your opponent for trying to do something. So in the case of, like, for instance, if they're coming in for a jump attack and you called an assist and then you threw a projectile and you know you're going to get hit, you then tag in your assist, and then then your first character gets hit. And then you just 2H them, and you just punish them for doing what's basically the right thing. But yeah, so this is where I currently have them. I also think Tox Assist and Freestyle probably will move up to S as people get more comfortable with the fuses and a potential nerf to Double Down. But as of right now, this is where I have the fuses. Are you guys happy with the way the game's currently playing? Are you happy with the balance? Are you playing Yasuo? If so, you guys don't count. I'm joking. But I hope you guys have a good one. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.